This right here was a defining moment because as you're getting ready to see in the other interviews, this was the last time Shedeur, I believe, and Travis played for Jackson State. This was a 2-year run of nothing but success. I mean, yeah, they didn't win everything, but they kind of did because they won the SWAC title. Then they won what? They won. No, they didn't. They never won the Celebration Bowl. I got some more footage. Take a look at this. So that was the end, but I got footage to come after that. But that was the part that makes my head hurt because if he had caught that ball, they would have went in double overtime. Nobody's saying they would have won, but the way that it ended was heartbreaking. And the truth is stranger than fiction because these are two HBCUs, and that was not a black player. So people were like beside themselves. If you read the comments, people talked about how much they cried. They cried if they was at the game. They cried in the car. They cried on the airplane. Because it was so heartbreaking. Because Coach Prime had done something that hadn't been done for a long time, and it was quick and it was fast. And he had already taken the job at Colorado. And if you ask me, this was what sealed the deal. This because it had they won, maybe you know what, maybe I don't know. But what you're gonna see next lets you know that they were already on the way out. But this was heartbreaking. This was heartbreaking for everybody. And I watched this today, and I was like, this was so sad. I don't even know if I should have watched this. So let me go to the next clip. Let me move on to the next one because I don't want us to be sad. All right, so you're gonna recognize some faces, so stay tuned. Shedeur had just scored a touchdown, a running touchdown. So when they said he wasn't mobile, that was a lie. He's our man.
Yes, sir. You remember that now we talked about? Yes, sir. You remember when we talked about focus? Yes, sir. You remember when we talked about fight? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is your now. This is your now. Yeah. Let's seize the opportunity and let's do what we've been called to do. Yes, sir. We ain't here by mistake. This is your now. Yes, sir. Coach. Let's go, coach.
So that was Coach Prime at the huddle before they got to the end. This is the same series of plays, but you see the longer stretch. So this is overtime. This is the same series of plays. It was just with Coach Prime first. He was almost there. I wish he had just gotten the damn end zone, y'all. I really wish he had just gotten in the end zone. Almost. And I haven't even had time to examine the play call. That was it. Look at the player. He put his hands on his head, bro. I just don't know, bro. I'm just telling you, that was just a moment that people still shaking their head if they watch it. They just like, I don't know. I don't know. Because you just, all you can do was shake your head, right? Because you just, I don't know. It was just one of those things. All right. So this is after the game. This is why I say this young man is special. Mind you, down further in the locker room, you probably can't see it. There's a young man that's crying his eyes out, and Coach Prime goes over to console him. And this is why I say Shedeur is a special young man, and the way he's being done dirty by the NFL is just heartbreaking. Just as heartbreaking as that ball drop, which ended the season. All right, let's take a listen. Let me make sure y'all can see the page I'm trying to show. All right, this is it, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh, it switched. Hold on 1 second. Let's see this switch. Oh, it must have switched. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it back. This is it right here. Now that's Shedeur and Travis after the game, after the ball passed and dropped, and they talking amongst themselves. At this point, they know what's going down.
Family, bro. We gotta lean on each other. It's nobody's fault. None of that. Defense, y'all carried us the whole season. And I ain't putting that on us. I missed throws. We dropped. We ran wrong routes. We missed blocks. Everything, bro. It's not just one part of the team that ain't do it, bro.
So they still got on their JSU clothes. After the game, Shedeur consoled the team.
Proud of you.
They having their little moment.
You came up short, extremely. But you did your thing.
You did your
You
thing.
made some great throws, you made some great calls, great adjustments. You did your thing. You put the world on notice.
Put the world on notice. He did. He did.
You make it here. Why can't I do this? Why always got
Coach
to
Prime
I'm trying to
why
take you to
can't
the
we
next
be?
level. You don't want that. You don't want to be next level.
I already did it.
I can have you
You can have me what?
just different.
Ain't no wrong with
But
that.
don't even worry about it, cause I was gonna be Christian.
Oh, I ain't get no criminal? I ain't get no
That's
criminal.
Sam. Y'all see Sam? Look at
I
Sam.
ain't getting no criminal.
There it is. Y'all see what time it
He's
is.
definitely balling.
Y'all see what time it is. And they JSU clothes straight from the game. So y'all, this is leaving the game, boarding a plane. So they left straight from the game. They on the plane. And now they in Colorado with their JSU gear on. So they were still dressed. They ended the era at Jackson State and walked right into their confines in Colorado. And this just breaks my heart, bro. Every time I look at it, it just makes me so sad. Because of the way it ended. Coach Prime is limping. They still dressed. That's Shedeur. That's his new office. Everything was waiting for them. They knew they was coming.
What?
They already had everything on the walls. You know, Coach Prime don't like shoes on the carpet. They already had the wall done and everything. It said,
transfer portal.
you are in the portal. And that's it. That's it. So, yeah, that's it. So when he put the phone up, just in case you didn't say it, it was saying you are in the portal, Miss Ross. So that's it. But that was so heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking every single time. Because here's the thing, right? I know Jackson State wasn't perfect, right? And I understand the president was a big part of that. And I do believe he was pushed up to be a problem because they got rid of him right afterwards, right? But, you know, I'm not going to say that they weren't supposed to go to Colorado. But I will say, when you look at after game 3, right, the third game, they riding high. Shedeur, like Coach Prime said, put the world on notice. But so did Coach Prime. We're getting all the recruits to come to Jackson State. They weren't going to let that happen for 2 more years. They talked about that.